Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Valagar Aloevain, back for some more Dungeons & Dragons Online. So for this quest here, it brings us to the very heart of Evening Star in their market, to Unmar Hallberg. Now I do want to point out, with this quest, you will be unable to pick this quest up until you've actually completed the Evening Star Chain 1, ending with the Battle for Evening Star. Now once you've beaten those, it will allow you to pick this up, despite this not actually being part of the chain. Alright, so once you do pick it up, our quest entrance is actually just the well right here, so it makes it super easy. And we're gonna head in. So the quest itself is honestly not too terrible. There's a few kind of shortcuts and a few optionals. Again, I will show you those optionals as we are going through. So we're gonna get some buffs going. Alright. So the first thing here, we do need to head south, kind of just following the path. Once we get up and around the corner, we are going to start running into some elementals. So we got some mudmen, and there may also be some water elementals just a little bit further up. Here with those guys. So here's our water elementals and some more mudmen. Now once you beat him, oh, I heard that. Alright, so once you defeat him, you do want to head up the ramp here. And you can just head in. So right here, you do get kind of pincered by two groups of Yuan-Ti. Not very powerful, but still two groups. Alright, so once you defeat that first wave of enemies, we need to just head up the path here. Now this is where you can kind of change how you progress through the quest. So we're gonna hop here. We're gonna fight these mudmen here. Now, if you happen to have enough jump, you can actually just jump up this waterfall here and make it over. So I am just going to give myself a quick jump. There we go. Now, if you don't happen to have enough jump, you would just need to head up the ramp here and work your way around. However, right over there where those mushrooms are, it would spawn in another wave of those Yuan-Ti enemies. Alright, at this point, you can either hop up here or just walk through. You do have a kind of a waterfall and an underground cave continuing off to the east. Now, unlike this one, you are going to notice my swim speed kind of stops right there. There is a current in the water. Now, you do need a decent swim to swim against it. Once you get through, you'll have a small little room. It's going to have some breakables. And as you approach the chest, it's going to spawn in a few more Yuan-Ti. Now, killing them will give you enough time to unlock the chest there and loot its contents. Now, once the quest is open, regardless of whether or not like you actually pick it up, because it's auto picked up. So you'll see a message here that we picked up a strange vial. Now this is actually going to be used in our next optional, which is to basically not kill the dryads and kind of get their help. So we're gonna just backtrack a little bit, and then we're gonna head south. So immediately here to the south, right there, you'll see his little butt. We have a dire bear, or a couple of dire bears rather. So just watch yourself. And then we're going to proceed in. Now, once you have this basically vial, oh, we got one more fight here first. So you'll see the druid trees there. So first we have a fight, which I did forget about. This fight is going to come in several waves, and basically we're just going to fight the Yuan-ti a few times. It's going to spawn in a few more, we're going to fight him, spawn in a few more, and then we'll be able to fight the caster over there. And that will allow us to proceed through our barrier. So luckily enough, it does drop down a like wave kind of thing, so it won't spawn in the next wave until the first wave is or has been dealt with. Alright, so here we go. So we'll now be able to attack our guy up here. Now they are an orange name, so anything that does affect them, you can use that against them. And so here we go. So once you defeat her, we'll be able to proceed in. So our first dryad tree is right here. Simply just run past and click on the roots, applying the remedy, and walk away from the tree. That will actually turn the dryad to our side, and she will then begin to attack the enemies. Now, it is nice to have the dryads on your team. So there's one here, and there's one all the way at the back here. And again, you just want to make sure you go to the tree first and apply that. So you get almost 3,000 experience, so it's not terrible. But the big thing is, you actually get those dryads assisting you for this fight here. So what's going to happen is, as you see, we do have a big bad named boss, and he is fighting the dryad. Once the dryad takes damage, just like normal dryad, they're going to head off to their tree, and then they're going to eventually turn around and come after you. Now you'll notice the big one there, he's now gone passive. We can't actually target or attack him. That is because we're not actually supposed to be able to attack him yet at this point. Rather, you were supposed to go through and kill everyone first, and then he spawns on the last wave as an kind of an assault attack force there. Now as well, he is also an orange named enemy once he obviously spawns in. Alright, so there we go. As you see, we were able to knock him down. And we just gotta take him out there. Now, once he dies, it will drop our barrier, allowing us to actually proceed up this ramp. And start making our way to the top. Now, as we are, right here, we are going to have a ledge to our left. Now, if you have enough jump, you can actually hop up here, hop across, and all the way up here. It does seem I need another jump. And you can get a chest. Now, this chest is just random loot. So, I mean, it's just there. And then from this point, you just want to continue down our path heading south towards the end. Now, once you get around this turn here, we're going to have another one of those guys with the barrier. And again, it's going to be the same thing. They're going to spawn enemies all the way down here. Now, you can obviously hop up here, but they are able to actually get all the way up here. So there's not really a safe spot per se. Or at least none that I have yet to find. Guess we gotta go a little bit closer to spawn that start there. Alright, so there we go. Alright, so here we go. Now, once all the guys are dead, again, just like before, it will spawn in this person, who is again an orange name enemy. And then, again, take them out. So you will notice, again, as we're still getting some of these chests, yes, I know it's, you know, already into May. For us, it's still actually just January, so I've got a lot of videos queued up. That's why it's taken so long. Now, at this point here, we do have a set of shrines. I definitely recommend using the shrines if you need, as right after these, it is actually right into our end fight. So as you see, it's also a little bit of a shorter quest as well. Despite the 62,000 experience we're going to get at the end. Actually, probably closer to 70 or 80,000 once we get all the buffs going. Now, there are a couple of ways that people actually do this fight. One way is you hop down, you start the fight, you use Dimension Door, and then you can kind of fight the dragon from up here. So you'd be on this kind of ledge here and just shoot them from there. The downside to this location is there is a point where the dragon will fly up in the center, getting you out of its range, so it does take quite a bit longer to actually sit there and fight. Now, the location I personally like is actually right here, right on this little lip. He has a little bit of issue manually pathing over here, and tends to then just use his ranged attack. Now, if you can get him in the perfect spot, he won't even be hitting you with that acid breath or acid anything, as he'll be facing the wrong way. So right there, get him here. As you see, he's trying to use that ranged attack to shoot the wrong way. Oh, he is getting us here. Gonna kind of back out. Now, one thing here, the poison damage that he is shooting, it can actually be negated through the use of heal. So it is an actual poison-based damage effect. So even just using a remove poison potion will temporarily fix that effect. Now, as he takes X amount of damage, he will kind of convert the whole area into kind of an acid well, and just kind of come at you. And as you can see, he does have a pretty big health point pool, being at just almost 220,000 hit points. And again, you do want to watch out that the stacks don't get to you too much, as they can start adding up. Now, using obviously that health, that poison potion will definitely be nice, as while it is active there, we are immune to his stacking damage effect. So there's just little tricks like that to really assist here. And yeah, once he dies, that's it. And then you get a nice little end chest here, which actually can contain green scales. So we didn't get any here, but it contains some green dragon scales, which you can then, with enough purple dragonite favor, you can exchange at the patron vendor and get some green dragon scale armor. Anyway, guys, it's been a blast. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys later. Have a good one all.